What makes a man pull away? Is it something you did? Is it something he's feeling? Or does he just need some space? These are questions many women ask themselves when their relationship takes a turn. It's hard to understand why your man has suddenly changed his behavior, but the truth is that men and women are wired differently, and they handle relationships differently. We'll explore 10 reasons why men pull away from women, so you can better understand what's happening in your relationship. By the end of this video, you will better understand why men pull away from women and the truth behind it. Let's start. Number 10. Fear of commitment. When it comes to relationships, men often seem to have one foot out the door. Why do men pull away from women? The truth is fear of commitment. Commitment can be scary, and men often feel that they don't need to be tied down to one person. For many men, the idea of settling down and taking on the responsibility of a long-term relationship can be intimidating. The fear of commitment can cause men to pull away from women, leaving them to feel confused and hurt. Commitment phobia can be rooted in a variety of influences, including past experiences, family dynamics, or a need for independence. Whatever its source, it can create a lot of tension in relationships and can be difficult to overcome. If you're worried that your man's fear of commitment is driving him away, it's important to understand the underlying cause. Taking small steps to build trust and open communication can help both partners better understand each other's needs and fears. Number 9. Lack of trust. Trust is the foundation of all relationships, but when absent, it can cause a relationship's downfall. When it comes to relationships, trust is an essential component. Without trust, it is difficult to build a healthy relationship. Unfortunately, this lack of trust can be the reason why men pull away from women. Trust issues can be caused by various factors, such as a previous relationship or mistrusting behavior. Men may pull away due to feeling insecure and not knowing how to express it. This can cause doubt to creep in and slowly erode the relationship. A lack of trust can also cause one party to become controlling, overbearing, and jealous, which can further strain the relationship. If a woman constantly questions a man's behavior, it can make him uncomfortable and eventually push him further away. Number 8. Unmet needs. When it comes to relationships, unmet needs can have a significant and damaging effect on the connection between two people. When a man and a woman are in a relationship, they often form an emotional and physical bond. However, when one or both parties' needs are not met, this can turn to feelings of frustration, resentment, and disconnection. Unmet needs can lead to a man feeling a need to pull away from the woman he loves and a woman feeling like she is not being valued or appreciated. This can have a significant impact on a relationship and can ultimately be the cause of its demise. Ultimately, couples need to recognize and address unmet needs in order to maintain a strong, healthy, and loving connection. Number 7. Emotional baggage. Do you ever feel like your relationships don't last because of something that you can't quite put your finger on? Chances are it's your emotional baggage. Emotional baggage is any unresolved feelings of trauma that may be affecting your current relationships. When you don't address your emotional baggage, it can cause us to shut down, push away, and sabotage relationships. This trauma can come in the form of a painful breakup, the death of a loved one, or a traumatic experience. This can cause men to become guarded and reluctant to invest in a serious relationship. For example, a man who has just gone through a painful breakup might be hesitant to open up to a new woman. He may be scared of getting hurt again, so he may keep his emotions to himself and push away any potential love interests. He may also be emotionally distant and not want a serious relationship. Emotional baggage can also manifest in the form of anxiety and self-doubt. Someone who grew up in an environment of constant criticism might find it hard to feel comfortable in their own skin or accept compliments without feeling guilty. Number 6. Different goals and values. Compatibility is the key to a happy relationship, but even the most compatible partners can find themselves pulled apart by things they didn't see coming. This is often due to different goals and values that can emerge over time. For example, a couple that may have started off with the same interests in career and lifestyle expectations may find themselves in a place where one partner wants to settle down while the other wants to continue to explore. Or a couple may find themselves at odds on topics such as religion, parenting, or finances. Even when two people are deeply in love, their differing goals and values can prevent them from getting closer and creating long-term relationships. When two people have different goals and values, it can lead to arguments, distance, and eventually a breakup. By recognizing and addressing differences early on, couples can work to find common ground and stay together. Number 5. Lack of intimacy. Intimacy is an important part of any relationship. It is a way for couples to connect emotionally and physically. Without it, partners can start to feel disconnected and isolated, leading to feelings of loneliness and sometimes resentment. For example, if a couple is not engaging in meaningful conversations and physical touch, they may start to feel that they are not appreciated or valued. This can lead to them withdrawing from the relationship, which can be hard to come back from. Cultivating intimacy in a relationship is important through communication, physical affection, and shared activities. If you and your partner are feeling disconnected, talk about it and make an effort to spend quality time together. Rekindling that spark can help bring you and your partner closer and save your relationship from going down a destructive path. Number 4. Stress and pressure. Stress and pressure can be major factors in men drifting away from women. Whether it's the stress of trying to juggle a demanding career, family, and a relationship, or the pressures of feeling like they're not living up to their partner's expectations, these pressures can lead to men feeling overwhelmed and needing an escape. This could be in the form of withdrawing emotionally and physically, or seeking solace in another relationship. For instance, a man may feel like his partner's demands are always coming at him, which can make him feel like he's not good enough or that he's letting her down. This can cause him to pull away from the relationship as a form of self-preservation. On the other hand, a man may be feeling the pressure of a demanding job, which causes him to become stressed and distant from his partner. No matter the cause of the stress or pressure, it can lead to men feeling like they need to withdraw from the relationship in order to protect themselves. To avoid this, both people in the relationship need to learn to talk to each other and work together to reduce stress and pressure. Number 3. Poor communication. Communication is vital for a successful relationship, but it's sad to say that this is often where the problems start for couples. Poor communication can lead to misunderstandings, arguments, and eventually a man pulling away from a woman. One example of poor communication that can cause men to pull away is when a woman tells her man that she is unhappy with him but fails to explain why. This leaves her partner feeling confused and unable to fix the situation. Without an understanding of why the woman is unhappy, the man may feel helpless and choose to pull away rather than try to make things better. Another example of poor communication that can lead to a man pulling away is when a woman doesn't give her man a chance to explain his side of the story. If a woman is constantly accusing her man of something without hearing his perspective, he may feel like she's not interested in what he has to say and choose to distance himself from the relationship. It is important to remember that communication is the key to a healthy relationship. If you want to make sure that your man does not pull away from you, you should take the time to listen and understand his point of view. Number 2. Feeling intimidated. Feeling intimidated by a woman can make a man pull away, and it's a surprisingly common issue. For example, a man may feel overwhelmed if his partner is more successful than him, and the thought of not being able to live up to her expectations can be too much for him to handle. He may also feel like he is not good enough for her and that she deserves someone more accomplished. This can lead to a deep sense of insecurity and fear, and he'll start to pull away as a result. Feeling scared is a real problem that can make it hard for men to connect with women in a meaningful way. Whatever the reason, feeling intimidated can cause a man to distance himself from a woman as he may not feel he is worthy of her. Number 1. Lack of respect. It's a common misconception that the only thing that causes a man to pull away from a woman is a lack of chemistry or love, but the truth is that respect plays an even bigger role. When a man doesn't feel respected by a woman, he will eventually withdraw to protect himself. Men need to feel respected in a relationship for it to stay strong. This could be because of traditional gender roles or a feeling of not being valued. When a man doesn't feel respected, he feels insecure and unappreciated, creating distance between him and his partner. He may try to make up for it by giving her gifts or trying to make her happy, but if the underlying lack of respect remains, it will ultimately destroy the relationship. Without it, a man will often feel it's not worth the effort to stay close. The purpose of this video was to shed some light on the truth behind why men pull away from women. It is important to note that there is no single answer to this question. Men may pull away from women due to a number of reasons, such as not feeling emotionally connected, feeling overwhelmed, or simply needing some space. It is up to the individual to understand their own motivations and make decisions based on their own needs. Ultimately, communication and understanding are key to having a successful relationship that can last. Now, leave an honest answer in the comment section below. Which reason did you find the most common pulling away men? We would love to hear from you. Now, you need to watch the recommended video that you see on the screen right now. It will show you how high-value women talk to men. Make sure to watch it now. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.